Hello everyone, this is Lawrence. Instead of doing like a vinyl video today, I'm going to do a CD video of CDs I picked up at thrift stores recently. And I'm going to do a series of these, about 3 or 4, because I got so many. It used to be, you go to thrift stores and, before the vinyl revival, vinyl was everywhere at thrift stores, quarter, 50 cents, $1 each. And along came the revitalization of vinyl, and gradually supplies started drying up, prices got higher for a variety of reasons because of the revival. Some people weren't dropping their vinyl off at thrift stores like they used to. They would keep some of it or bring it to independent record stores, see if they can get some money, those type of things. And plus you have people going to thrift stores buying up all the vinyl to flip them online. So you know the deal. What's abundant now and what has become the new vinyl are CDs, music CDs, because people are just dumping them off at thrift stores. So I've been able to find incredible finds there, and I'm going to show you in this video what I found recently. Okay, and I'm going to put on my reading glasses for this. The first item I want to show you, there's 4 CDs here. It's part of a collection, of a Time Life collection. Time Life present Rock and Roll, the Legendary Years. So there's 4 of these. Okay. So you got Chuck Berry, Jerry Lee Lewis, one of the the Platters vocal group, I think that is, and Roy Orbison. And this goes from, the first one is 1954, 57, 57, 59, 59, 61, 61, 64. So about the middle part of the 1950s to the early 60s. And what's so cool, in Time and Life, good quality product, they've remastered everything. Each piece of this set, there's 2 CDs, and it's all the typical hits of those eras. Rock Around the Clock, Hound Dog, Maybelline, That'll Be the Day, by the original artist, of course. And I'm not going to read all these titles. Spanish Harlem, You Send Me, Sam Cooke, Wake Up Little Susie. All your songs that were hits. And each CD contains about 36 songs. So add that up, and these were $1 each. You can't do that good buying music online. So there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So you can pop these into a carousel CD player, a magazine type of CD player, and just hit random. And if you're having a party or something, you can play all that great music. So that is really cool. $1 each, 2 CDs, all digitally remastered by the original artist. So order it right now, and we'll throw in, one of those type of deals. So happy to have that. The next one is, this was a set that was put out some years back, maybe about 4 years ago. Led Zeppelin, Early Days and Later Years, 2 CDs. That are tracks pulled off from their classic albums. And this goes from the Led Zeppelin 1 all the way through Enter the Outdoor. So although I have everything by Led Zeppelin, all the new remasters and all that, I could not pass this up for 98 cents, you know. So it's good to just throw in the car. It sounds great. Now, going into some different areas of music here. I'm a jazz fan. I love classic jazz vocal. And this CD right here, I'll hold it up. It's a classic jazz vocal recording, very renowned in the jazz community. Peggy Lee's Black Coffee. And I'm not going into the history of it because I don't want this video to be too long. And just let me check my message real quick. Okay. Yeah, this CD contains standards and other songs, and it's very minimalistic. Piano or brass instruments and all that. And she just left her label. I think it was Capitol, and went to Verb, and wanted to, because of creative differences, she wanted to make a jazz vocal album, and this is it. This is was unopened. It's on the Verb label, and good liner notes, digitally remastered and everything. So happy to have some coffee with Brenda Lee. And her voice is very sultry, very deep, much different than her usual sound. The next one is Nina Simone, 2 CD set with booklet. It's always cool to have the booklet. And Sugar in My Bowl, 1967 to 1972. And I don't have much of her work on CD. So again, this has about 36 songs and some unreleased stuff. So great to have. It's always fun to find 2 CD sets. This is another 2 CD set of 25 years of blues on Rounder Records. And I just skimmed through this, and this sounds like a real hoot. Contained a lot of lesser known blues artists, not the B.B. Kings and the Muddy Waters. Ted Hawkins, Tracy Nelson, Luther Guitar Jr. Johnson, Clarence Gatemouth Brown, which he's kind of known, but 2 CDs. I just sampled it in a car. It sounded like a lot of fun. Okay. I'm sure some of you are familiar with the Nuggets box set. Okay. Nugget box sets, the original artifacts from the first psychedelic era, 1965-68. So it was a box set. It is a box set of music from that era of the lesser known artists, groups, bands who were regional success, but some of them went on to have major hits, like Wooly Bully Sam, the Sham, and the let's see what else, Louie the Kingsman, stuff like that. Hang On Stoopy, the McCoys, but there's a lot of not as well known artists on here, and this music is like very groovy. A lot of effects on the guitars, a lot of swirling keyboards, and a lot of early rock and roll vocals that sounds. I think they were mimicking a young Mick Jagger. So very cool to have. I don't have the box set. What it is, I went to a church yard sale, okay, and they had this tub full of CDs, and it was really, I just scrambled through it, because a lot of the CDs themselves were out of the case and all that. And so I ran across the two CDs from the box set. And this is really cool because they took the old record labels, and incorporated into the artwork on the CD. Okay. So I come across these two, which were part of the box set. And I looked through it thoroughly to see if I could find any more, but it was just these two. And it has some liner notes in the CD booklet. And there are, each CD has, this one has 27, this one has 30. So you can still getting a lot of songs for $1 each. I made out. I would like to have the entire set, and I'll work on that. Okay, to finish up, went to a church, not a church, but a library. A lot of the big public libraries have a store inside the library which they sell books that they are no longer going to make available, and other media type of things like CDs and VHS tapes and CDs. So I went to the local library and picked up Melissa Manchester, this CD here of her covering old, Stax and R&B type of rock and roll songs. And if you ever heard of the duel, she and him, got this. Their music is a reminiscence of this sunshiny pop from the 60s and early 70s. And I actually had this CD before, but I gave it to a friend and never got it back. So happy to find this copy. And these are all in very good playable condition. I don't buy anything that's really terribly scratched up. I mean, it can have some scratches. CDs are pretty resilient compared to vinyl when they're scratched. But anyway, they're all in playable condition. Got a lot of music here for $1 each. And I'll do another video, so stay tuned. I just want to close out, we're running on 12 minutes, by saying I started a new music Facebook page called the Independent Music Listener. It's geared towards people who are really dissatisfied with mainstream music and want to get into the artists who are not high profile on the mainstream music radar. And we only got 9 members, but we got a good community going. And if you want to join and present videos of artists that you feel that you like to share with other members, that's great. And I'll put the link down below this video. So I encourage you to join if you're interested. Thank you very much for watching, and stay tuned for my next CD video. Bye-bye. Have a safe and wonderful holiday.